Hey guys, welcome back to Top 10 Gaming. I'm your host Kelly Pally, and today we're talking more Sonic the Hedgehog. So we've done a few other lists on the Blue Hedgehog & Co. recently to celebrate the release of Sonic Forces, and this time around we're taking a look at some of the other characters in the Sega franchise in our list of the top 10 Sonic the Hedgehog sidekicks. Now it's worth noting that while the top few numbers of our list are arguably more so considered as sidekick characters, or rather supporting characters, we do discuss characters that are playable supporting characters in the Sonic universe. And I promise Shia LaBeouf didn't make the cut.
Come on, Sonic! Smack him! Do it! Not you!
Unfortunately. In at number 10 is Cream the Rabbit. With the ability to fly via her flappy ears, Cream is known for being able to fly at greater horizontal distances than some of Sonic's other sidekick pals. When it comes to her fighting style, Cream tends to collaborate with Cheese, the neutral little KO that acts as her sidekick. Sidekick within a sidekick. Sidekick inception? Anyway, aside from her KO attack via Cheese, she's also able to perform the spin attack via curling into a tight little ball, and the homing attack that lets her jump and home in on her enemy. When we first meet Cream in Sonic Advance 2, and later in Sonic 2 Pink Edition, she's actually Amy's sidekick. Neat. And at number 9 is Silver. While some people think that Silver is lame and a bit redundant, and marketed a little too aggressively, Silver is actually a fairly interesting character. He's a time traveler who first appeared in the 2006 Sonic the Hedgehog, and has telekinetic powers. Not too shabby, but maybe not a character you want to play all the time. Up next, number 8 is the Avatar. So what's better than creating your own sidekick for Sonic? I guess your own character. While your character may not be iconic, the Avatar allows you to build your own hero, which inevitably is more of a Sonic sidekick character in the grander scheme of things. And if you're like, this seems odd, it's because it's in Sonic Forces. In the promotional material for the game, the character appeared as a customized tricked out Red Fox, and there are promises that this feature offers a versatile amount of traits for you to customize in the character creation screen. So that's pretty neat. In at number 7 is Big the Cat. Big the Cat is a slow, large cat who is generally quite lovable, but does get a lot of heat for being dumb. Like, really dumb at times. He also has an affinity for fishing, because it turns out he was placed in the 1998 Dreamcast Sonic Adventure solely to justify the presence of the fishing rod in the game. Aside from being a plot point scapegoat, Big is known for his strength and sweetness, aside from his lack of intelligence, that is. Also, little mind for you guys if you didn't already know, Big the Cat is voiced by John St. John, the man who voices Duke Nukem. So there you go, have fun with that little nugget. Up next, number 6 is Vector the Crocodile. First appearing in 1995's Knuckles Chaotix, Vector was one of the playable characters gamers could test out with the new Combi system, which was the introduction to gameplay that allowed players to use two characters at the same time, who were joined together with the ring leash, aka an elastic ring. Anyway, Vector was actually conceived during the early development of the 1991 Sonic the Hedgehog game, and was drawn up in promotional material as a member of the Sonic the Hedgehog band, in which his trademark headphones originated. Despite being a pro investigator, he's got very high physical strength in both his upper body and his jaws, and he's even got his own unique swimming style, called the Crocodile Paddle. And at number 5 is Rouge the Bat. Part jewel thief, part-time government spy, Rouge the Bat is all about strength, but that's not all she's capable of. Rouge has an incredibly strong kick, primarily using a kickboxing style in combat, along with the power of flight, which also ups her status as a very useful character in the Sonic franchise. Smart, sassy, and a calculating realist, she's incredibly loyal, and first debuted in Sonic Adventure 2 back in 2001. She's also one hell of a climber and a digger. Up next, number 4 is Shadow. A hedgehog black arm hybrid, we were first introduced to Shadow in Sonic Adventure 2, where his rivalry with Sonic first began. Created as the ultimate life form, he was soon captured by the military, seen as a threat rather than a helpful tool for humanity. Created by Gerald Robotnik, Shadow's initial purpose was to aid in developing cures for fatal illnesses, including one that Gerald's granddaughter had. Flash forward 50 years later, Dr. Eggman tried to use Shadow to achieve his world domination plans, but Shadow had his own agenda of finding out about his past and helping keep humanity safe. All in all, Shadow is an anti-hero, can tap into the arcane powers of Chaos Emeralds and use their chaos energy, and is a very close match to Sonic in terms of speed and power. And in 2005, he even got his own spin-off game. In our number 3 spot is Amy Rose. Known for being one of the speed-type characters in the Sonic games, with the use of her Pico Pico hammer, she actually packs more than just a punch. With the ability to smash through metal, rocket her enemies into the sky, fly into the air by propelling herself via hammering the ground, and even create whirlwinds and shockwaves. So yeah, she's pretty damn versatile. Having first appeared in 1993's Sonic the Hedgehog CD for the Sega Mega CD, she's become one of the staple characters characters in the Sonic canon, and one of the more notable female characters in video game history. Up next, number 2 is Knuckles. Okay, so perhaps I'm a tad biased here with my adoration of Knuckles, but come on guys, he's like really cool. Headstrong and short-tempered, but with an absolute heart of gold, Knuckles has a bit of a rivalry with Sonic, a little one, despite working closely with the Blue Hedgehog many a time. He's got moves like his Deep Impact Punch that can split the hydrogen in the air, which is impressive, and in games like Sonic Battle can result in an instant KO depending on who he's fighting. He even got his own spin-off game that we've already mentioned, called Knuckles Chaotix, and has appeared in over 30 games since 1994. While he first appeared in Sonic the Hedgehog 3, he also appeared in Sonic and Knuckles the same year, as the games were initially intended to be one, but were separated due to time constraints and cartridge costs. And finally, in our number 1 spot is Tails. Obviously, Tails is Sonic's number 1 sidekick and best friend for life. There's no way he wouldn't make the top spot on this list. Miles Tails Prower is a young fox who was made a playable character in Sonic the Hedgehog 2 for the Sega Genesis. He's capable of flight via his tails, he's a bit of a mechanics prodigy, and while he may not be the strongest in hand-to-hand combat, he makes up for it with his gadgets, his logic, and his twin tails. Tails even got an additional upgrade with Sonic 3. He could airlift you over pits, making him more than just a character whose use, aside from adding a second player, was to collect leftover rings for you. He even got his own spin-off games, and early on in the franchise too. Alright, there we have it friends. Who's your favorite sidekick? And your favorite playable character in the Sonic franchise as a whole? Let us know in those comments below. And if you want more Sonic lists, perhaps a top 10 Sonic villains or rivals list, make sure you give us a shout about that too. And we've already got a bunch on our channel for you to check out, so click them. But for now, thanks for watching Top 10 Gaming. I'll catch you guys in the next one.